So this morning I'm going to film for you. I've been taking pictures, but it just takes so long to individually load them up, so I figured this will be easier. These are the broad beans that I put in a few weeks ago, and you can see here, isn't that lovely? They're starting. So last year, when I knew absolutely nothing about vegetables, I seriously panicked because these, can you see them here? These gorgeous things had grown, and then they went really, really black. And I thought, oh no, they've gotten a blight or some weird thing. So I got rid of them. I thought that was it, they're all dead. But actually, that's what happens before the broad bean pod starts growing. Down here, I put in a courgette plant. So that's looking really pretty. And that'll be coming up soon enough. So I took up a lot of the onions that were here yesterday, and I've already pickled them. So sorry that you didn't get to see that, but I've made a space now for all the fresh onions going down there. We've a few more here, but over here we've put in, can you see those? Carrots and parsnips. This is just a few, but that's okay too. These are parsnips that overwintered. They look fabulous, don't they? But when you're getting closer, they're not even lifted, it's even fraction from the ground, so they're not ready at all. Our thyme, I'm serious, guys, the smell in here is absolutely beautiful, especially when you shake these up. But yeah, the thyme is beautiful. The avocado tree has started sprouting again, and beside those, we've got another row of carrots. Over here, we have a cabbage. Yay! And then we've planted the French beets here. So that hopefully will grow right up and come across. And the other one on this side, this little baby, will do the same. We'll go up and they'll meet and they'll dangle. But this is my sage. So I'm weak for my sage at the moment. This is the first time the sage has ever begun to flower. And all of it is doing it. So apparently, sage flowers when a few things happen. Either they are ready, it's that time, they're old enough to flower, or they, see down here, isn't that beautiful? Or they're under stress. I'm not sure what it is. I thought first it might be stress because they got moved, but even the sage that's planted out and has been for a while is actually starting to flower. So I think it's just their time. Our spinach is doing fantastic. So I've been plucking and picking this spinach a lot. There's a few slugs about. So yeah, I've been picking this quite a bit. We're getting through it. I'll have to see this bloody slugs. But yeah, so because I keep picking it, more is growing. So it's one of like these cut and come kind of pieces. So it's really, really good. I'm just been throwing it into smoothies and things like that for the last week or two. And then here we have a beetroot. Over here, can you see that little thing? This is a nasturtium. And the reason nasturtiums are just thrown in around the place like this is because they are companion plants. And so hopefully the flowers of those will attract caterpillars and bugs and all sorts of insects to the flower when it starts, and bees as well. And that will help then to keep them hopefully off the cabbage and the French beans. So we have another French bean there and another one there. So we've also planted some more beans on this side. There's more decimation. I hate when that happens. So these ones are the dwarf beans. So I'll put back here so you can see. They won't grow any taller than this anyway. They shouldn't. That should be the right height for them. That's the whole reason for this kind of slight cage. But in the center again, I put chard. So it looks really good, doesn't it? And then we have some nasturtiums, and these are some more of the broad beans that we planted. And they look incredible. So what I've done here is I've picked out the top pieces. So you can see them here. These bits here, I've removed from here. So that means that they'll stop growing now. They won't go past this. And I don't want them to. I want them to start. I do apologize. I want them to start concentrating everything into the plant now, into making broad beans. So you can see them here. I'll wait for it to grow another little bit before I take those ones off. But don't they look gorgeous? So over here we have beetroot. On the sides we have nasturtium. We have French runner bean, or French bean, sorry. Another French bean, and these guys against my trellis. I'll put back so you can see. They're mosh too. And they are going to be beautiful. So I put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, but one didn't take it all, as you can see. But the others are really doing nicely. So they're getting there. So we also have nasturtiums there to do their work, and chard here. So you see this is kind of strange looking soil. And a lot of that is coffee grounds. We ground our own beans. So it's coffee grounds and eggshells. So we dehydrate the eggs, dry them up nicely, and then we basically just, I blitz them in the food processor, and the calcium from those are really, really good for the soil. And the coffee grounds just help keep bugs and slugs and all sorts of nasties away, but it's also quite good for the soil. So it's all over here and it's looking great. So here's some more of the sage starting to do its thing. Look at this one. Isn't that so pretty? I can't wait to show them to you when they open. I'm sure they'll be gorgeous. This is another courgette, strategically placed. And what I did was I left this like this so you could actually see it. I dug up the two spearmint plants. They were both in the other polytunnel, so I put them into pots, and I put one here, keep the rats and mice out, and the other one's inside. So again, we have nasturtium because we have a cabbage, and again hoping that once this grows and the beautiful orangey flowers on it attracts the caterpillars to this, they will keep away from the broccoli. It's broccoli, not cabbage. Why have I been saying cabbage? It's purple sprouting broccoli. This is what this is. And then we have beetroot as well. So that's, you're able to get a better look. So if you can remember what the very first polytunnel one looked like, even just a few weeks ago, there was hardly anything in it, and what was in it was small. And up here, I'm going to show you this now. So the hanging basket with the strawberries is doing really nice. Look at those. So pretty. So we're going to go into the next polytunnel now and see what's happening in there. So this is the second polytunnel. And you can see here, the physalis plants have started to really grow. So I've been weeding this place, and it's ridiculous because look, still everything comes up. It just drives you bonkers. But yeah, so they're doing well. I've put in another courgette plant here. So some of them will take and others won't. It's why there's quite a lot kind of in around the place. And I have put, so these are cornflowers, and I just wanted them to climatize to the polytunnel. And this is basically where I'm going to pot them. I'm going to show you the size of this baby. This is my overwintering cabbage. It's going crazy now. I mean, look at the size of the leaves. Isn't that just, let's see if I can, isn't that just gorgeous? Look at that. Yeah, so it's big. This is my wee potato here. So hopefully it'll do something. So we did have, remember the spearmint over here? So I've moved that into the other polytunnel. So we have chard growing along here. And I've moved a few things. So this is the poor man's celery, which is really good stuff. And then we have some more chard as well, you can see. But in the corner we have the purple sprouting broccoli. And then the bell pepper plant. You can see her there. She wasn't doing so well in the greenhouse. So I've moved her out here just to see if it will help her any. I'm not sure if it will, but sure, it's all trial and error really. So you have some more chard, and then this is the spearmint that I had moved here. I dug it up and put it into a pot and basically planted it down again so you can actually see that. And I had to put it into the pot because it was going doolally. Now you can see all these here. So this is different to the last time I showed you the polytunnel. I've now put in the bamboo sticks. You can see those. And that's because it's almost time to put these babies in, the tomato plants. They look good, don't they? Yes, I still have the courgette hidden away in there too. Yeah, so we'll hopefully get those planted in. If not today, then definitely tomorrow. It's just nice sometimes to get them climatized to their new home so that they don't get a shock when they go from greenhouse over here. A lot more air for them and stuff over this side. There's more. So all of these, this polytunnel is really where the magic will be happening for the tomato plants. So you can see I have canes just about everywhere. We have another courgette plant there. Purple spring broccoli. We've got a lovely spider racing around there somewhere. You can see him. Tomatoes, purple spreading black broccoli. Yeah, so this was, remember we had the big rip. I couldn't do anything in this polytunnel until it was fixed. So the SO did a great job and just did a makeshift fixer-upper on her. It's not like it's going to stop mice or rats from coming in, but it stops the wind from howling in, which is necessary indeed. Sorry, trying to close that. So there's another sage. She's doing okay. Jasmine. Need to get this fixed up really. Little strawberry plant there, and we have another purple sprouting broccoli there. So all along here we have 4 more canes, and that is basically for more tomato plants. I'm hoping. The problem this year was I seeded too many, I think, but I'm hoping to slow some of their growth now. I'll get these in and get them up and growing as quick as I can. We might do some outdoor ones, see how they get on, because there's never any harm really. This tomato or strawberry plant, not doing as good as the first one, but to be honest, I thought this one had died. So any little thing from it's a bonus. We have, this was a runner plant. We had one make it, so I'm going to have to plant more runner seeds. But yeah, so I'll do a big sweeping. I mean, look at the size of that thing. It's ridiculous. I'll do one big sweeping kind of show of this polytunnel. It will look as if there's hardly anything in it right now, because everything is just gone in here. I'm waiting to be planted in, so things look really small, and it's like they can before the storm, except for that big guy, the cabbage. But yeah, so that's where we are here. Now I'm going to take you for a little look over at the greenhouse. I thought I'd just show you the mist here. It makes the whole morning very surreal, but it is beautiful. A lot of weeding to be done in this bed, so a lot of my chamomile I broke up and put in here. But a lot of weeding. I'm on crutches at the moment. I find this really difficult to do, but look at that mist. That is thick. Yeah, so but it's also beautiful. You see. The sound of wings. Okay, so this is all our lettuce. I've spread them out, thinned them out. We're going to have quite a bit, so all the kind of gaps that I had over, we'll stuff them with different lettuce. So we have more onions to go down, and look at our garlic. Isn't that looking pretty? So all of those will go in as well today. These won't. These are some more tomatoes, so they're taking their time, and I want them to take their time. Here we have the sweet peas. So I have some of these to give to my mother-in-law, who absolutely adores sweet peas. So I want her to have some of these for her garden. This is muffin, those would be gorgeous. And there's some more lettuce here as well. A few more sweet peas. Now, here we go again with tomatoes. So I'm in no rush for these to do more than what they're doing. I'll water away, but honestly, I'm happy with them. Just be nice and slow, because that means that we can do succession sowing when the time comes. These are the winter squashes. Now I'm going to plant one inside in each tunnel, polytunnel, and then the others outdoors, and see how that goes. So we have more tomatoes, and these aren't tomatoes. That's a flower. They're the not the honesty. I think they're it will come to me the name of them, but they're flowers anyway. So the honesty are here, which look beautiful, and I can't wait to get those in. And we have more tomato plants back here. Sorry for my finger. And more plants here, and more tomato plants there, and more tomato plants. Do you think I might have planted too many? Clearly. So this big bunch today is also going to go in. We'll thin them out and get down to the soil. But look, doesn't that look so pretty? So that's the fennel that I thought was dead not so long ago. It's amazing what life does, isn't it? So down here, these are just pots that my mother-in-law planted from trays. Underneath, you see that? Sorry about my fingers getting away. These are our buckets with the potatoes. That's 1, 2, and 3. So I need to top the soil up. You can see how far up the soil is now. So I must top that up right to the top now. And see what happens. So yeah, everything is coming along nicely. Really nice. I'm very happy with everything. And there we go. These will grow just another little bit before I actually plant them out. But everything's getting there.